Kerala has been hit by the worst floods in 100 years. The Kerala government estimates something like 21,000 crore rupees could be required to rebuild the state. NDTV, Tata Sky and many of our partners are here. We are gathered at the Trident at the Bandakuda complex, and we are going to be talking to people. We're getting a range of guests inside. All of this essentially aimed at raising money and helping Kerala get back on its feet. First, if I can just go across to the Finance Minister of Kerala, Mr. Thomas Isaac, who's joining us.
There has been hardly any work for the laborers the last 1 month. Tourism industry has come to a standstill. Now all this requires immediate response from the government, and we expect this to be something like 3,000 crores.
One of the heartening things is that so many individuals have got together to try and make a difference.
And that's, I mean, it's really incidents like these that show that each of us care for one another.
A lot of organizations definitely rise up to the occasion every time, but this time it has been from people's homes.
हमने तुरंत निर्णय किया है कि जो नेशनल हाईवे हमारे हैं जो डैमेज हुए हैं उसको हमने तुरंत रिपेयर करने के ऑर्डर दिए हैं। जहां ज़्यादा बरसात होती है वहां हम लोग अब सीमेंट कंक्रीट पेवमेंट के रोड बनाकर हमारा डिज़ाइन इतना मजबूत करेंगे कि कितना भी पानी आए, कितने भी बरसात आए तो भी रोड का नुकसान नहीं होगा।
एक दिन मुझे पता चला कि मेरा घर नहीं है, मेरे घर में जो सामान था कुछ भी नहीं है। उस वक्त क्या होगा? मैं ऐसे हूँ, बस सड़क पे चारों तरफ पानी है, मैं हूँ और कुछ भी नहीं है।
It's a platform for inviting everybody to come and stand together and make a difference.
तीनों हमारी सेनाओं के जो बल हैं उन्होंने हमेशा मदद की है, लेकिन आप लोग जब यहाँ पर केरल में त्रासदी की खबर आई और आप लोग जूझ रहे थे उससे, क्या क्या आपको जानकारी मिली और इस समय क्या स्थिति है, आप बता सकते हैं?
पहले तो स्थिति काफ़ी सुधर चुकी है और ज़्यादातर कॉलम हमारे डी रिक्विजिशन किए जा चुके हैं, जो कि अब इंडक्ट भी किए जा चुके हैं। केवल एक इंजीनियरिंग टास्क फोर्स और 2 मेडिकल टीम्स अब रह गई हैं। लेकिन जब ये 8 या 9 अगस्त की रात को जब आर्मी को रिक्विजिशन किया गया था, तब हमारी 4 तरफा हमारी अप्रोच थी। पहली की जो नदर्न डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स थी केरला की, 4 नदर्न डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में अचानक फ्लैश फ्लड्स के कारण जो दबाव आ गया था और लोग अटक गए थे, उनको बचाने के लिए हमारे जो ट्रुप्स ऑन ग्राउंड थे हमने उनको इमीडिएटली डिप्लॉय किया। 13,000 टोटल अब तक बचाए जा चुके थे और इसमें वो शामिल हैं जो बाद में नदी का पानी खुलने के बाद बारिश लगातार बनी रही और नदी का पानी भी खोलना पड़ा और कनेक्टिविटी टूट गई। इस कनेक्टिविटी को बनाने के लिए हमारा जो सेकंड फोकस था वो था इंजीनियरिंग टास्क फोर्सेस द्वारा ब्रिजेस, टेम्परेरी ब्रिजेस बनाकर उनको बाहर निकालना जो लोग फंस गए थे। इसके लिए उन्होंने जो भी लोकल रिसोर्सेज अवेलेबल थे, जैसे पेड़, केले के पेड़ या नारियल के पेड़ जो हमें मिला, उससे ब्रिजेस बना के उनको निकाला गया।
हमारे साथ कैप्टन डीके शर्मा भी हैं। शर्मा जी, इंडियन नेवी, उस लिहाज से उनका क्या अनुभव है, क्या वहाँ पे इस समय ज़रूरत है?
इस वक्त if you ask me, the Indian Navy has called off the Operation Madad. Actually, operation खत्म हो चुका, but that doesn't mean that we have sent the people back. Our medical teams are now on ground. एक सुझाव देना चाहता हूँ मैं, जो कि हमने अपने टेक्निकल ऑफिसर से पूछा था कि all this inundation which has taken place, now the water has gone back, and in the Navy, whenever any equipment or any appliance goes bad, we normally wash it with fresh water. So the good point over here is that all the inundation where the houses got flooded, everything has happened and has been affected by fresh water. So my only suggestion is that, which my technical officers also advised me, that let the people first dry up the things, and then if they start it under supervision, then I think a lot of things can be revived.
Right.
And other thing which I can say is that the resilience of people of Kerala has been tremendous, and they had shown the patience. And now I think all of us, if we stand together, if we stand as one, and I think the road to recovery will be very fast.
All right, Wing Commander Banerjee, let me get you in on this point from the Air Force point of view. What would you say about the situation right now and any pressing areas of need that you can see at this moment?
For the armed forces, our aircraft, the transport aircraft, which has throughout done a phenomenal job by bringing in supplies. they're still at the job. Whatever requirements are being projected to the Indian Air Force from the state administration and the central government, they are being positioned at a very quick time. And our helicopters, they are standing by if there is any requirement, because some of the places where the items still cannot reach, the helicopters will be a great support in that area. And the medical teams, in the Indian Air Force has deployed two rapid action medical teams, which are like a mobile hospital. Not only this, yesterday Indian Air Force contributed rupees 20 crore, which is a voluntary contribution of all Indian Air Force personnel in terms of our one-day salary. And on the day of Onam, Indian Air Force hopes that this is the journey back of Kerala to normalcy, and that was the contribution with that good wish for Onam from Indian Air Force.
Well, let's just go straight across to Kerala now. Sneha is there in Alappuzha.
She went home today to see the situation. It was still inundated. She couldn't go there. She says there's nothing at home. That's really the situation here. Dire need all across. And in that also, there's stories that give hope.
We all should come forward और कोशिश करके जितना भी जो भी जैसे भी हो सकता है, because this is probably the worst in 100 years.
34 lakh rupees is the amount right now, with 25 lakhs more coming in.
यहाँ पीछे जो चित्र चल रहे हैं वो देख करके ऐसा लगता है कि काश हम उनमें से एक होते जो उस नाव को सहारा दे रहे हैं.
As of this moment is 59 lakh rupees.
Thank you so much. 5 crores from Pradeep Bhavnani. Thank you so much.
हमें इस वक्त क्या देखना है कि केरला को रिलीफ देना है, उन्हें वहाँ से पार लगाना है.
I will take that check on behalf of Plan.
Thank you so much.
I haven't seen a check that size in a long time. It's a check in the name of Plan International. Now I'm going to go across to Thiruvananthapuram, where Amitoj is with a group of techies who have set up a war room to really help in getting relief, assistance, and a whole lot of other things to people.
Just to brief you about it, when it all happened around the 8th of August, immediately, obviously the state government got into the act, but it was also the volunteers and the first intervened.
When we realized that things were not happening, not reaching the right places, we thought of ourselves doing it.
And this is God's own country. It's really, really sad to look at all this, but we all have to think of positiveness, and we all have to fight with the nature.
We have a campaign running, Indian Hotels Company Limited has a campaign running called Stand with Kerala, and congratulations to you to sort of, getting everybody together, India collectively. We are planning to buy this beautiful work that Paresh Maiti has done on backwaters of Kerala, which we thought was significant for the cause. So yes, we are planning to buy that and contribute that to the relief fund.
It would be wonderful, as I said, that if we can really donate everybody's time, money, whatever way, whichever way is possible. I can go and paint there, and I can really show that exhibition and sold the paintings and donate the money for this Kerala. That would be also wonderful.
I think this was a great initiative by NDTV to call us here for donating our work, because that is the way we can connect to the society in the most personal way.
Priya, you've seen what's happened in Mumbai earlier, but now in Kerala, much more devastation. Your thoughts at the moment?
It's really very, very sad to see this. We've not only seen this in Mumbai, but also in Bihar. And in fact, we worked there for nearly 3 months when we had medical camps in Bihar, when the Kosi floods happened, and have really seen in close quarters the devastation it causes to the lives of the people. And disasters such as these, have phases. It starts with rescue operations, which is complete survival, and all you can think of is surviving this disaster and saving your lives. But the second phase becomes food, water, clothing, shelter, and the third phase, when water recedes and everything gets a little normalized, it's about moving out of camps and rebuilding your lives. So this is a long haul, and I think it's so important for the entire country to come together to support the people of Kerala, because they need it right now. And I think more support they get, I think the rebuilding of lives will get much easier and faster.
There should be actually a fourth phase also that should kick in, whether it is Mumbai, whether it is Kerala, whether it's anywhere else. And that fourth phase is what can we do to make sure that over a longer period of time, the cycle of floods and droughts comes to an end.
We as a nation have to give priority to environment. And it's fine. I think development is very, very great and it's very important, but not over the lives of the people.
Ajay Singh, Chairman SpiceJet, has a contribution and he has a statement to make. Let's hear.
What is happening in Kerala is a national tragedy, and the scale of devastation that the state has seen is something that has never been seen before. Corporates like us, no matter what we do, it's not going to be enough. But in our very own small way, what we are trying to do is to do what airlines can do. That is to take passengers in and out of Kerala. We've mounted 75 new flights into Kerala. We are trying to take relief material into Kerala to as many airports as we possibly can. We are also contributing in cash. We will be contributing about 1 crore of rupees to the Kerala Relief Fund. I urge all those who are watching this, other corporates, other like-minded citizens, to do the best that they possibly can for our brothers and sisters, citizens of India in Kerala.
We feel, while we are working in corporates, it's our responsibility to do whatever we can for people who are struggling there. And Conviva Technologies, the employees and the organization, we have pledged to contribute 5 lakhs for this cause.
A lot of doctors will be required as the water recedes, as we are seeing the problems, there's knee-deep sewage in some parts. Disease becomes the next thing to really worry about.
The first thing what happens in first strike of disaster, there will be the mortality, there will be the damage to the property. But the main problem occurs once the disaster happens. I mean, there will be in such kind of flood, there will be the contamination of the water. There will be many waterborne diseases like typhoid, you can say hepatitis A, hepatitis E, dysentery, diarrhea. And due to accumulation of the water in various parts, what happens, there are vector-borne diseases like malaria and dengue also prevails. Some of the dangerous diseases like leptospira, when somebody walks through the barefoot through the water.
What is being done there in Kerala to fight this?
Now first thing that we have to work in 5 aspects. First is that we have to go and clinically help out them. Who are diseased, we have to give them medical aid. And the second thing, prevention, means we have to give the emphasis on the clean water. Water should be boiled and then consumed. You have to send the chlorinated water, and water accumulation should be avoided. And moreover, sometimes what happens, we mainly focus on communicable diseases. But what happens due to floods, everything is lost. There are no medicines available. Sometimes suppose a hypertensive patient misses his hypertension medicine for 5 days. It will be the big problem for him. And in Kerala is a dense forest area. Snake inundation will be the big problem there. So we need to go there and do the extensive medical work. Fortis Hospital, we are sending some 2 medical teams tomorrow at Wayanad and Ernakulam. I will be joining in the next week. The damage of healthcare is such a way that it requires extraordinary support from outside.
Anand Siva is with us, Sanjeev Bhargav is with us. We'll keep on going on to other people. Anand, you've been doing we talk a lot about all the humans who are in distress in Kerala, but you've also been sending us pictures and leading a major campaign to rescue animals out there. Would you like to talk to us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I think we've been talking about nature's fury, and we seem to forget that animals constitute a portion of the nature that we're talking about. Yeah, I think we've crossed the 4-figure mark in terms of real animals picked up, but I don't think we're going to be able to put a number to the actual number, because our teams are walking across the road, they find a buffalo on the road that's been washed away with a leg fractured. It's been picked up, some of them treated on site, some of them taken to other centers. So actually there's no count to the number of animals whose lives we have touched in the last maybe 5 days.
You have an announcement to make out here, something that you're
doing? Yeah, you see, Kerala is such a rich state as far as tourism, as far as culture is concerned. I mean, it's very, very important state where classical dance and music has come from. Companies like ours, Seher, we do large public festivals in the country and abroad, and we have worked extensively with artists from Kerala. That at this point of time when people from Kerala need people like us, we must come up and come forward and do whatever we can in whatever capacity. Because not all of us can leave our jobs or leave our professions or do the rescue work which I see happening in Kerala. Not all of us perhaps could write checks and donate. I wish we could. But what we can do, to the best of our ability, we must stand forward and say that India is one. So in my capacity, I mean, I have worked with classical, all the musicians and painters. We've donated a painting which should actually be, it's a Jinsuk Shinde painting and I think it'll do well in the auction whenever it's auctioned. That money should go.
That painting and then the money will go towards.
Money should go to Kerala.
Thank you so much. Akriti Kakkar, she's a singer. She has a message she will tell us. And we also have Dr. Sandeep Crore. He is Consultant Head, Department of Emergency Medicine, Fortis Hospital. So Akriti, you're not going to sing, I'm told, but what is it that you're going to tell our viewers?
There have been situations around the country, and we sometimes, I feel, as human beings, we living in a very content environment also, we crib about small things like, आज गर्मी बहुत है, आज ड्राइवर बहुत लेट आया, अरे टाइम नहीं है, पेट्रोल भरवाना पड़ेगा, यहाँ पर आते हुए इतना ट्रैफिक है. We sometimes forget the luxuries that we are living in, and we stop valuing the small and the big things at times, and we overlook, जो सहूलियत हमें मिली हुई है बहुत बार लाइफ में, जिसके लिए कई बार स्ट्रगल करना पड़ता है, कई बार ऐसे ही मिल जाती है. बट बहुत सारे लोग हैं, इतने लोग अर्ज कर रहे हैं लोगों को कुछ कंट्रीब्यूट करने के लिए, बिकॉज हम यहाँ पर बैठ के ये इमेजेस देख रहे हैं, जो न्यूज़ में आता है वो सब देख रहे हैं, जो वहाँ पे हो रहा है उसे महसूस नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. सो आई फील एंड आई ऑनेस्टली डीपली अर्ज एवरीबडी हु इज़ वॉचिंग दिस, वी डू अ लॉट ऑफ फजूल खर्ची. आई थिंक इफ़ यू जस्ट गिव इट अ लिटिल थॉट, डू आवर बिट, वी कैन मेक a big difference to somebody's life. I'm going to do it right now. I would love to contribute 20,000 rupees. I've done my bit earlier also by sharing on swipe outs, etc.
Thank you so much. And 20,000.
Great, Akriti, and we look forward.
Thank you so much.
To that. So somebody, I'm sure, is going to take you up on that offer to go and sing as well.
I would love to. I would love to.
We'll get them to do it.
I would love to.
We will be also making similar contributions for the Kodagu region in Karnataka, which is one of the worst affected regions there as well. And we hope that some of this contribution will kind of help lessen the misery of people who are there. And yes, and we'll think of more ways to kind of contribute and engage.
Mr. K.J. Alphonse, Union Minister for Tourism, now joining us. Mr. Alphonse, thank you so much for being with us, sir. You've been speaking a lot about the situation in Kerala. What, to your mind, is required now? What needs to be done?
Kerala really desperately needs to rebuild itself. I know Kerala will bounce back because, the kind of spirit which Kerala people have demonstrated. Young people, everybody, people belong to religious communities, anybody who is there in Kerala, most of them young people having slept for days together, working in collection centers, distributing, reaching food out to people. But now it's a big nightmare. How do these people put their life back? How do you rebuild a life? And the livelihood of lot of people have been lost. I mean, I have come across hundreds of poor people, widows who say, I had just one cow, just a couple of goats, and my house is gone, my livelihood is gone. How am I going to live? And the moment I talk about that tomorrow, most of them just break out into crying. So we need to rebuild these lives.
Yeah.
I mean, over a million people's lives. 12 districts out of 14 districts of Kerala have been affected.
So a few days back, I heard you talking to our colleague Sneha Mary Koshi, and you said we will be needing many plumbers So how's the ground situation now?
Yeah, let me again tell you, see, this is where Kerala bounces back. We have now this Kudumbashree, which is a self-help group of women, which is there in every village. They have got into the act. I mean, this is being organized, of course, by the government. And all these people are getting into, they have divided themselves going into each panchayat ward, and they say, okay, these 100 houses we clean. So these Kudumbashree people across Kerala now going very organized into these homes to clear the silt and then clean up these houses. Then we have hundreds of these people, volunteers in each panchayat, each village, from various political parties who come forward, and of course they are helping out. Now the Honorable Prime Minister was very kind to say he's directing the NDTV and the Electricity Authority and everybody else to ensure that electricity is restored. Now the problem is electricity grids can be put back, but then how do we get back electricity into these 200,000 homes, because most of these houses have gone underwater, so you can't just reconnect electricity. You need to pull out the wires, possibly clean out the water, clean out the silt, and then only you will be able to kind of give back the electric connection.
Mr. Alphonse, so volunteers will come. What is your estimate now about the sort of money that will be required to put Kerala back on its feet? And any thoughts of where it will come from? The state will have to do it, maybe from the center, maybe from abroad. There are lots of questions as to where the money could potentially come from. How much do you think will be required?
See, I don't think an estimate can be made now, because only when the water level goes down.
Vimlendu, your sense and your lessons which you think we need to derive from this as an environmentalist, what do you think we need to be taking forward from here?
So Vikram, of course, we need to unfortunately be prepared about the fact that this is not the last time that we're actually seeing a situation like this. We've seen similar situations happen in Kedarnath or in Chennai, and right now in Kerala. Unfortunately, it will be, India is living in the climate change era, and we will be facing these issues. Now, more than solidarity and support and of course short-term action that is needed for this particular disaster that we're talking about, I think everyone needs to be prepared and learn some lessons. Please understand that most of the damage has actually happened in areas where there was illegal construction, where there were violations of several laws. And that's where the most amount of damage has happened. Like most of the check dams that were built illegally, the mining that has happened, the construction that has happened in ecologically sensitive zones. So I think today is not the time to really blame anyone, but we need to really learn something and think and mitigate this kind of a problem, because it is something that is going to stay. Rains we do not know, as in this time we have had 350% more rainfall in that sense, as an unprecedented rainfall, but we will not be in a better position as Kerala, as Karnataka, as Goa, as Delhi, if we do not learn our lessons from these disasters. Because, imagine Bombay, for example, still gets flooded. Right now you're in Bombay and you know that how nothing has changed in the last 10 years since the deluge. Similarly, in Chennai, year after year, we actually get flooded and nothing really happens. So we need to look at it from the lens of governance, lens of caution, lens of environment. And by the way, this is not just environment, it's also public health. And it is also, at the end of the day, GDP. Imagine if 3.5 crore people are underwater in a state called Kerala, one of the most prosperous, educated states of Kerala that couldn't fend for itself in that sense, unfortunately. Imagine what the situation is going to be in other parts of the country, or in Kerala if it rains once again. And the crisis has only begun. It's not, it's not ended right now. In this particular situation, of course, the rain has stopped. But as the minister was saying, as many other disaster experts are saying, that it is going to take at least a decade for Kerala to really recover.
Right, some big announcements coming in right now. So the number, we are trying to, of course, raise money. We've been getting people to donate. The number was at about 6.2. Ford has just come out and made a contribution, 1.5 crore rupees. 1.5 crore rupees, if you can just put that graphic up there. There you have it. The number comes to 7.7 crore rupees. So 7.7 crore rupees is in there right now. So that should really go a long way in helping things out there. And we're now being joined by Ajay Singh, the CEO of SpiceJet, who's also got a big announcement to make. Ajay, over to you.
We are absolutely delighted that on behalf of each and every employee of SpiceJet to contribute 1 crore rupees towards this fantastic effort that you guys have undertaken along with Tata Sky. As I've said before, no amount of money that we may give or no other effort that we can make is enough to help the people of Kerala. But this is our small little contribution from SpiceJet, and this, as I said, comes from every single employee of SpiceJet.
All right, Ajay, well, thank you so much for joining us with that. So 1 crore rupees coming in from SpiceJet employees out there. That takes the total, Nidhi, to 8.8 crore rupees. And, you know, today...
That really sounds good, yeah.
Whenever there's a question of adversity, our spirit sometimes, you know, we sometimes quail. We say that, look what is happening, how do we deal with it? And then we see how people come together, how humans have been coming together, helping each other in Kerala, the residents of Kerala coming out, helping each other, and then all across the country, look at this effort. Chief Minister of Manipur, Biren Singh, now with us. Mr. Biren Singh, thank you so much. Just wanted to know, from a state like Manipur, what do you think you could possibly be doing to help in a situation like this? It's very important, of course, for all parts of India to come together at a time like this.
No, actually, that was a very, very sad tragedy. Immediately after we came to know the situation, I conveyed to my finance secretary immediately to release the rupees 2 crores to help the victims of the Kerala flood. And on that days, I was in Delhi, but even though I contacted to in my street finance commissioner and ordered him to immediately release the fund to the Kerala.
We've had a number of people coming in and contributing. Stockbroker came in and gave 5, then SpiceJet, Ford, and a number of other people have come in and contributed.
उत्तराखंड, चेन्नई और अब केरल, क्या नीति आयोग कोई नीति बनाने जा रहा है या इस पे कुछ विचार हैं आपके?
ये जितनी भी आपने जो नाम लिए वो सब ऐसा है कि इसमें एक बैंडेड अप्रोच हम लोग नहीं ले सकते हैं कि अगर कहीं पर कोई डिज़ास्टर हुआ तो उसके लिए हम उसी समय कुछ काम करें। नीति आयोग में जैसा मैंने बताया आपसे काम शुरू हो गया है। हम जगह जगह से जो बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस हैं उनके हम इकट्ठा कर रहे हैं और हम हर राज्य में, हर प्रांत में उनकी सरकारों के साथ मिलकर इस काम को आगे बढ़ाएंगे और ख़ास तौर से जो नेशनल डिज़ास्टर मैनेजमेंट अथॉरिटी है उसके साथ में भी हम मिलकर काम करेंगे।
How do you think all of us can help in some way?
What's happening in Kerala is heartbreaking. The government does a great job of reaching out to people, whoever want to help. And I think you're all doing a great job at NDTV to do this telethon, so many congratulations to you. So I'd say the first step has to be awareness, to go out there to know what we can do and then try and contribute to the best of our ability.
As Hitachi, we're about 30 companies in India, but we're very deeply committed to sustainable society in general. We intend to commit about 50 lakh rupees to the Kerala relief operations. Some money has actually directly gone to the CM's relief fund. To the NDTV initiative, we are committing 27.5 lakhs for the Kerala relief operations.
Well, that's great to hear, Mr. Kaushal. 27.5 lakh rupees. I think it's great that corporates like yours are stepping forward. What do you think all of us can do to try and really make an impact to the lives of the people in Kerala right now?
It's a great thing that you're doing, and it's not the only thing you all do. I keep seeing the Telethons as well. So that's another thing that I appreciate very much. But as of now, it seems like a national tragedy, and we all have to stand together with our Kerala people because it's something that they need us to be with them together right now. From ourselves, from our party, we've donated 1 month's salary of all our MPs, all our MLAs, corporators of the BMC and Thane Municipal Corporation. From ourselves personally, from the party president, Mr. Uddhav Thackeray, and me, he has raised funds for a photography exhibition in 2014. So we're donating all of that to Kerala, and not just in cash or check, but more so in terms of kind, in terms of things like sanitary pads and things. Basically, you can have saris or clothes. things like Maggi or biscuits, whatever we can send over, medicines. And as of now, as we speak today, our Minister, Mr. Eknath Shinde, along with the entire team from Thane and Ambarnath are down there on ground and working. So they've taken a team of doctors along with them.
Will you describe this to us? What have you painted?
So half of the part means the face is describing how their feelings, and the left out half of the part is describing they need help.
Okay, so that's where they need help, and this is the feelings, and there's that tear with the eye with the tear coming down. It's absolutely stunning, Arav. Back well, Nidhi. We have Faber-Castell. 3 lakh rupees. 3 lakh rupees for that painting. Faber-Castell is, I think they're here in the...
Aarti Agrawal.
Aarti? Yeah, there you are. Come on up. Hi, Aarti. It's a great idea. I was telling him that we have a buyer for it, so here you have it. There you're the head of... So you're the HR director, right, of Faber-Castell? Yes. So, but there you are. That's your painting. That's Arav. Maybe you can give him a big hug, and that's 3 lakh rupees which he has raised, which he has raised. And here's something else that he wants to give me to give to. This is for oh wow, that's a beautiful sculpture. So that's for Mr. Pradeep Bhavnani, who gave 5 crore rupees for this cause.
What a purpose, Vikram. And I think in our own way at Faber-Castell, this is our contribution to Kerala, and thank you for this.
पिनराई विजयन ने टेलीथॉन के लिए एक संदेश दिया है, आइए सुनते हैं.
Kerala on its own will not be in a position to mobilize the required resources to bridge the gap, reclaim and rebuild. We seek the cooperation of the Union government and other state governments to support us.
It's been a mesmerizing evening. With me is Shashi Tharoor. He's just come in to Kerala. What have you seen out here, and what do you want to tell us?
Well, it's been an incredible effort by the volunteers here, because what we've seen is a lot of young people giving up their own time and effort to make Trivandrum the relief center. Trivandrum has essentially fed the rest of the state. Yes. We've had something like 535 consignments going from this city in the last week. All these young people, amateurs, just well-meaning souls getting together, packing the boxes, loading them and sending them out. And what's been amazing has been the spirit of solidarity throughout.
We continue to try and do whatever we can to raise funds for Kerala. 9.4 crore rupees have been raised so far.
So Vikram Kursi Dubhash, the chairman of Shri Sai Trust, हमारे साथ यहाँ पे मौजूद हैं.
He's right here. He's got a check, I think.
Yes, sir.
बिल्कुल.
निधि आप लेंगी उनसे?
आप भी लीजिए.
नहीं आप ले लीजिए निधि. Then we'll give it to him.
This is just a small token of my appreciation.
Thank you.
But I'd like to say one thing as well here. That खुदा न खासा ये सेम कैलामिटी नेशनल कैलामिटी पाकिस्तान में भी होती तो भी मैं यही चेक देता था उनको भी, just to let everybody know. Okay, and I hope that Kerala comes back on its feet as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dubhash. Great to have you with us.
And Mohammad Asif हमारे साथ हैं.
Yeah,
thank you.
The Team Plan India stands in solidarity with all the people of Kerala. We have been on the ground, interacting with people, learning about the challenges they are facing and trying to see how we can work towards mitigating some of the challenges that they have. Having said that, now regards the food packages and the food support that's been provided, that something emerged from the ground.
आपने ground
from
पूरा
the
assess
ground
किया होगा.
After our needs assessment, there are other needs which are also coming up. One of the needs is non-food items. So people, once they are going back home, they are realizing that a lot of things that they had back home is not there. It's been destroyed, it's been devastated. So they need support for non-food. For children particularly, the start of education, because the school bags, the books, the textbooks, everything has been lost.
मुख्यमंत्री छत्तीसगढ़ के उनका संदेश है जो NDTV का टेलीथॉन है, आइए सुनते हैं क्या कहना है.
देश की जनता से अपील करना चाहता हूं, हम सभी को अपने मानवीय धर्म और कर्म का पालन करते हुए केरल की जनता के सहयोग के लिए स्वयं से प्रेरित होकर आगे आना होगा। आप और हम अपने स्तर पर जो आर्थिक सहायता, सामाजिक सहायता या अन्य प्रकार की मदद जो कर सकते हैं करनी चाहिए।
उड़ीसा के मुख्यमंत्री नवीन पटनायक का भी संदेश आया, आइए सुन लेते हैं।
People of Kerala have suffered the worst floods in a century. Everyone in our country should come forward to support the victims of this terrible flood. I appreciate the initiative that NDTV has taken in this regard.
ये जो कुछ हम बजा रहे हैं, दिस इज़ आवर प्रेयर्स फॉर द रिलीफ ऑफ केरला
जी।
और केरला मेरा इट्स लाइक ए सेकंड होम। बचपन से मुझे इतना प्यार मिला है केरला से, और वहाँ बहुत बस उनका जो दर्द है वही मेरा दर्द है। हम लोग सब बहुत वी कैन प्रे थ्रू आवर म्यूजिक।
पहली बार शायद मैं जब आपसे मिला था, मैं 10 साल का था, आपसे केरला में ही मिला था। आपको याद होगा, मैंने आपको याद दिलाया है। तो आज अवसर मिल रहा है हम सबका केरला के लिए कुछ करने का। 9.4 करोड़ रुपीस we've been able to raise so far.
You have done a great job. NDTV is doing a great service, great job.
9.5 crore rupees raised so far. There's a special message coming in from VVS Lakshman.
Please donate generously to the people of Kerala who lost their homes, their livelihoods. I am doing my bit, and I request each one of you to stand tall with Kerala in their hour of need. Let us work together to restore God's own country.
Just getting this message in from Dushyant Dave, a prominent lawyer, saying we must salute the people of Kerala for not just facing the crisis of the century, but facing it with great dignity. This is an inspiring fight back from which our countrymen must learn. Ami and I are delighted to contribute 5 lakh rupees towards Kerala. 5 lakh rupees coming in from Dushyant Dave. So that's something which is going to increase that number. We are at 9.58 crores. Nidhi, we are short of 10.
बिल्कुल।
Parvez Ahmed now joining us, Chairman and CEO of the Jammu and Kashmir Bank, joining us on the phone. Jammu and Kashmir Bank, the northernmost part of the country. Parvez Ahmed joining us. Sir, you have something to tell us.
You know, JK Bank employees have already decided to make a contribution of ₹11 crores. Their humble capacity towards the Chief Minister discussed the point of that. And we are glad to announce that JK Bank employees will additionally contribute ₹50 lakh through a partner NGO of NDTV to reach the targeted number of 10 crores for rebuilding of the villages in the key worst affected districts. The business and economic activity in our state at that particular time. And this unfortunate disaster is repeating itself in the Kerala. So sharing the same bond of pain and as a part of our mission towards giving back to the society as a responsible corporate citizen, every staff member of the JNK Bank has come forward to help the flood-affected victims in the Kerala.
So Parvez Ahmed, thank you so much, MC of the Jammu and Kashmir Bank, pledging 50 lakhs. We're trying to get that placard up. If my maths is correct, Nidhi, then there we have it, 10 crore rupees. 10.17 crore rupees has been raised over the course of the last 6 hours.
महाराष्ट्र के मुख्यमंत्री, आइए सुनते हैं उनका क्या संदेश है।
मैं ऐसा मानता हूं कि ये आपत्ति केवल एक राज्य की आपत्ति नहीं है। इस प्रकार की आपत्ति जब आती है तो ये देश की आपत्ति है, और इसलिए सारे देश ने एक साथ मिलकर लोगों को मदद करनी चाहिए, और वही प्रयास हम लोग कर रहे हैं। और मैं आपको भी बधाई दूंगा कि आप लोग भी इसके लिए बहुत बड़ा कैंपेन चला रहे हैं। एनडीटीवी बहुत अच्छा कैंपेन चला रही है। तो मैं आपके माध्यम से भी सभी को अपील करता हूं कि केरला की मदद के लिए सभी लोग अपना हाथ बढ़ाएं।
We are about to show you the figure that we've been able to raise in this 6-hour telethon. 10.18 crore rupees for the people of Kerala.